Hey guys, Elizabeth here with the Stewart Farmstead at Crossing Creeks Farm. And today we are out on our furthest pasture from the main part of the farm with what's left of our fattening steers for 2025 and our bull, and getting ready to move them off this piece and onto another piece. And so the guys are loading up all their supplies. They get a little bit of alfalfa. That's what we use those troughs for. We're loading up their mineral feeder and getting ready to move them. This is our bull. We call him Romeo. That's his name. And Romeo is actually going to be for sale. He is a registered South Pole. I believe he's a 5-year-old. He was bred and born here. He has been an amazing bull. Super laid back and chill. He's done a good job at teaching these boys some manners. I can tell you that. He's a great bull, and he has really decent genome scorings as well. But we need to start bringing in some different genetics. We haven't done that in a few years, and so it's just time. It's time, and as much as we love him, we just rather see him go somewhere that he can bless somebody else's herd with his great genetics, and we're going to do something else for next year. But he's already bred for us for this year, and he's done. And then there's just a handful of steers that are left down here. We have more steers. We have some leased property that we keep some of our coming up steers. And so as these guys are heading to finish, we'll be bringing in our 2026 group of steers to this location. But this property, if y'all remember, we purchased it a couple of years ago, and this was all woods. It was also like a dump site. The previous owners had been using it to dispose of their garbage. And we had like couches back here and mattresses and just piles and piles of junk. We've gotten the majority of it cleaned up. It's taken a lot of time, that we don't have. But here's a big old burn pile that needs to get lit up. So we've cleaned it up enough that we can run the cows back here, and the land needs a lot of nutrients. It's starving for nutrients, but it has already improved greatly with running our steers through here. I think this is our second season, maybe our third. I don't remember. But it's improving a lot with using amp grazing back here regeneratively. Our goal would be that this is kind of like a civilo pasture thing. There's just so much rock that we can't really plant any kind of grass seeds to do a thick civilo pasture. It would really just, I think, be hard to do. There's a lot of rock. But these guys are laying down some good manure, and that is helping with the carbon and the nitrogen and all the things. So they're draining their water tank. We're going to hook that up, and we're going to get them moved. And yeah, I'll show you what we're up to. So this is Romeo. Like I said, he is a registered South Pole bull, and he's about 5 years old. I have to look exactly on his papers. He's a good boy. He's handsome. He has fathered a lot of great calves for us. He's got a really nice head on him. And the only thing is he has like a little bit of a clouded eye over here. You can see his clouded eye. He had a little bit of pink eye years ago. So that's just left over. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with him, but that's just like a leftover scar from the pink eye. But that's been several years ago. But other than that, he's a good boy. He just got done with breeding season, and he's waiting for his treat. He's gotten spoilt being down here with these steers. He wants his alfalfa. That's what he's trying to tell the boys. I want my alfalfa. I'm such a baby. Is he a big baby, Noah? Oh, yeah. He is a big baby. He's a good boy, though. He's easy to work with. We put him in the cattle chute. He's not a problem. You just had him in the cattle chute. What was his weight then?
Okay. I can't remember if he was 1,700 pounds or 1,500.
Yeah, he was like between 1,500 and 1,700 pounds, and he's putting on a little more weight. That was after working the breeding season, and so now he's fattening up a little bit more. All right, let's get him moved. Got him coming? Romeo's the only one behaving.
Gotta get him out.
He's stuck. That's not where they need to go.
That's fine.
They're not coming in this lot? Are they coming down? They're coming down here?
Yeah. We figured it out.
Come on, Romeo. He doesn't put a lot of effort into much things other than breeding. A little bush hogging to do. But this land has improved greatly since we took it over a couple years ago and started. Well, we were leasing it. We were leasing this land a few years before we had the opportunity to purchase it. And so we had started some rotational grazing, amp grazing on it, but not as well as we would want it to, because we didn't own it and didn't have access to all of it. So, and it's like almost 30 acres, not quite. It adjoins our property. We've redone a lot of fence lines, put in some water lines, and the grass out here is just, it's crazy good how amazingly different it is. I'll flip you around and show you. Yeah, this is crazy thick grass, especially for this late in the season. This is amazing stuff to have. This pasture had so many issues in it when we got it. It didn't have any clover in it. No, we could not find a bit of clover, and right here in October, mid-October, we've got clover out here. We really like a natural, just diverse plant species for our cattle. Here they come. Come on, you big babies. Come on. But yeah, this is like night and day difference of just a few years of amp grazing it. It's huge difference. So that's just some alfalfa that they're getting just to get them down here and get their attention. Hey, big boy. What y'all doing? Good looking boys. Yes, you're handsome. You're so handsome. We're missing one. Oh, he's way back there, the white-faced one. He figured out he got left. Hey, Romeo, come on. Get your treat for coming. Got their mineral feeders, their little bit of their treat, some alfalfa. So they're going to put their back fence up and make sure their water is good. And they're in here and they get to play in this tree line, which they love, being in the trees. So they're down here with some shade. And this is, so this property goes from here to that tree line, and Shane cuts this in half the long ways as well as across into sections. So he tried to make it pretty, he puts a lot of multiple paddocks in here to keep them constantly rotating and on good grass. And then behind us is the main farm property. And this has just been grazed. You can totally see the difference between these two pastures. This is the new pasture for the boys. They're going to graze it. The herd, all of our mama cows and calves, have already come through here. Shane's letting them get it a little closer, a little shorter than we'd like, because we're at the end of the grass season. And so it's just not coming back as well. But we are going to have some rain this weekend. Praise the Lord, because we need it. And that'll help us extend this grass season some more. So they're looking good. Now here's a few things that Shane and I look for in a bull when we are either raising one up or potentially purchasing off. Obviously, you want the big thick neck that's showing really good testosterone. The curly hair is also part of that for the South Poles, but we're looking for a really thick neck, but also a really, really deep chest. That is actually a fantastic sign of well-developed hormones throughout, not just his testosterone, but everywhere. Very well developed. A super deep chest is important. I'd like to see a little bit more on his back end, actually. He's a little short on his back end, but his barrel's good, his head's good. Obviously his sack is good. That's something we're going to be looking for. So those are just a few things. But the one thing that I think a lot of people miss is their neck, or excuse me, is their chest. So yeah, I don't know if you care, but that's some of the things that we look for is a super deep chest on a cow, even in a female cow, but also a male cow. Mature is showing that they have very good hormone balance in that chest. A very deep chest is what we're looking for. And South Poles typically have that, but it's showing correct balance of hormones. If they have correct balance of hormones, they're going to perform better, whether they are a male in the breeding or they're a female and they are handling all of the pregnancy and the calving. That's important for longevity of their health. It's also important for their mental health. We don't like cray-cray bulls and cows around here. I ain't got time for your silliness. I need to be able to walk around you and, we need to be able to work around you and feel safe around our cattle. I don't want cattle I don't feel safe around. And that's one of the things we do love a lot about the South Poles. And he's a great bull, showing that example of having that deep chest, but yet he's got a super thick neck. He's a nice, solid head on him that's good looking. You want him to look good. You don't want him to look weird, right? You want him to be handsome. He's a handsome bull. Like I said, personally, I'd like to see a little bit more development on his rump side. He's a little short on that, but other than that, he's pretty good. And like I said, his genome scores are a really good average. I cannot remember the exact number off the top of my head, but I remember it was pretty good. So he's finished his job for us here. We're going to miss him wherever he goes. We don't know where he's going yet, but he's been a good boy for us, and we'll miss him.
Yep.
But he needs to go off to greener pastures and bless somebody else's herd. So thank you guys for watching today. We hope you learned a little bit of something, and we'll see you next time on the farmstead.